Hi and welcome to Gemstone Tarot, and this is your weekend tarot reading for February the 11th and the 12th. And thanks everybody for liking, sharing and subscribing, which you've been doing, and commenting, and the channel's really growing. It's really nice, really good for me to kind of know there's other people receiving the videos and actually getting some clarity and some wisdom, and that it's resonating with people is brilliant. And it's nice to be able to try out all my new tarot packs. Particularly liking this one at the moment. This is my Brian and Wendy Frood one. Heart of the Fairy Oracle. This is the one I got from a shop down the road, and these people are local, so I think they've made it, it's been made locally. So that's really cool as well. Now, we all know, we should know by now, I've been talking about it every day, this weekend is a lunar eclipse. So, now I'm no good at working out whether it's on Friday night or Saturday night. I've got a moon diary and everything, but I'm no good at that. I think it's tomorrow in England. Google it though. Now, I'm going to kind of make it up as I go along today, trying out different bits of cards. See, that one had to come out. These are the ones I said, the Heart of the Fairy Oracle, that I'm doing first. The concentration here is on setting yourself up for an eclipse, okay? About manifesting what you want and about releasing what needs to be gone, okay? Now usually, my God, I don't even know which way up that one goes. That's amazing. I have to look that one up in the book. Nice cards. I mean, God, that's looks like the 8 of mushrooms. Answers on a postcard, please. What is that? There's no actual marking on it. You know, these cards have like numbers, so you can look them up in the book. I wonder if this is like the Joker. Now, I don't know what that's telling us about the eclipse weekend. Let me see if I can find what on earth that card is. I'm completely intrigued now. I reckon it might be a sprite. So they all have numbers. Except that one. Well. That's really funny. I suppose we can make of it what we will with that one. I'm going to have to come back to it because none of these look like the 8 of mushrooms. Oh God, trust me to pull a card that doesn't even actually exist. Not sure if this is boding well for our eclipse weekend. Okay, I'm going to move on to the next one, which is the Lady of Unicorns. And then, if I can't find anything else, you might have to tell me. No, there's nothing for that one. Okay, let's go for Lady of the Unicorns, which is the other card that we've got that actually is here. Now these don't relate to the traditional tarot, which is why I have a bit of trouble reading them actually, but they are so good. That's such a gorgeous card there as well. So that's Lady of the Unicorns. So this is the energy for the eclipse weekend, along with Sprite of Mushrooms or whatever he is. Oh dear. This is the Lady of Belief and Longing. Okay. The unicorn, symbol of purity, grace and love, is under her guardianship. She's the keeper of our longing to connect with magical beings. Okay, so this goes well with the eclipse. She holds our need to believe, yes, and she cherishes it. Belief is such an important part of living a true and magical life. Yes. Belief can help us overcome depression and despair. It can lead us towards a brighter future. Give her your longings and she will keep them in care for you. Come to her when you need to be reminded of the importance of what you believe in, and she will restore that belief to you. In this eclipse, give your longings to a higher force, whatever it is in your life, whether it's God, angels, or the fairy stuff, or anything you want, but just whatever your longings are, put them out there with purity and without expectation, just with belief. It's a very important message for an eclipse. And this is a gorgeous card, the Hope. Number 62. Brilliant. If you find this card in a reading, remember there's hope in any situation. It may not come in the form you're expecting or the form that you wish for, but look for it and you will see it nonetheless. Have faith that something good can come. By allowing that thought in, the darkness of despair can begin to give way to the light of hope. So this is almost like a firefly. Okay, this is like a little firefly, a little sprite fairy. And this also, for me, means when you have released, good or bad, you know, if you can give your longing in an eclipse and accept what needs to be released as well, then look out. In fact, there is a little sprite firefly there, isn't there? That's like a little sign. That's like looking out for little flickers and gleams and orbs and all the rest of it, and signs. They may not come in the way that you think they will, but just be open-minded and on the lookout for it. God, these cards are a bit weird. So this one really wanted to come out. I don't think I should have said that now I've seen it. The big behind, so that's the fairy's bottom, which luckily we can't see that part of it. The big behind. No wonder I didn't want to take that one out of the deck. New perspective, knowing your options, and survival. Oh God. When something uncomfortable is happening and all you really want is to get out as quickly as possible, you might be absolutely fixed on the one idea you've had that you think can get you out. You may feel there's absolutely no other way to go and no other exit from the mess you found yourself in. Take a moment and look behind you, turn around and see the situation from another angle. Step out of your forward focus and you may see the solution is right there behind you. Remember, the big behind is something that you never see as you go forward through life. This guy has obviously never been into a changing room with a three-way mirror and tried on jeans all day. But it's there nonetheless. In fairy, looking through a holed stone, a loop of a willow branch or into a dark reflective pond is a good way of seeing what's really going on from a totally fresh point of view. In fairy, looking behind is as important as looking ahead. So that's another way of saying as well, when you get signs or when you get what you want, it may not look like what you think it is. And also, if you are stuck in a situation at the moment, don't just keep forging forward. This is a reminder that there are different angles and different ways to look at it. I know when I once saw a programme, this is a bit extreme, I saw a programme on people who survive disasters, you know, like when planes go down and things like that. And they think that the difference is that kind of almost, I mean, part of it is luck obviously, but part of it is like in aeroplanes, they were saying some people go over the top of the seats, whereas other people are obsessed with going down the gangway as if it was a normal day, but it's not, it's an emergency. That kind of strategic thinking, that comes from being in your own element though, and it comes from being willing to release and not trying to cling on to things as well. Once you do that and you can release the things that don't serve you anymore, you get more of a 360 perspective anyway. You don't even have to try. Now, I'm still so intrigued as to what that card is. I just really want to know. God. I'm going to show it you again, okay? If anyone has any idea or any thoughts, there's a light shining on it too much. It's got no numbers at all. That and a great big bottom. That's your eclipse. This is a bit of a funny reading today. I hope that nobody minds that. There's still insight to be had in humour. Okay, let's have a couple of Healing Angel Oracle cards. Ooh. If you can hear shouting, it's my son on his Xbox. Oh, yes. Oh, that's gorgeous. We'll take these. There's no big bottoms here and there's no mushrooms. So we are already winning on our eclipse weekend. And it's the weekend. And it's coming up to Valentine's Day. And we've got romance and healing. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. So romance, obviously, it could be an opportunity for being romantic with a romantic partner. We're coming up to Valentine's Day and it's the weekend. And also, don't forget to see the romance in everything. I know that sounds really glib and it's really like, yeah, you're just saying that because you're single or whatever. No, see, if you are single, if you are married, if you are whatever it is, see the romance, okay? See the romance in everything, not just in being coupled. But full moons feel kind of, they feel kind of full and romantic and sensual, and this is a good time, you know, for rolling out the red carpet at home, getting the old candles out, proper dinner, and not particularly waiting till Valentine's Day. You know, you could do it now on a day that isn't Valentine's Day, and actually that's a much more unconditional thing to do, isn't it? Yeah, and healing. I'm going to have a look for healing actually in the book. And it's open at healing. Okay, this makes sense. Sometimes a situation can't heal till you release the challenge completely. Remember we were talking about letting things go at the full moon. So that healing light can enter it. Your worries will soon be over because this card signifies a healing has occurred. To realise this healing, however, you must first stop focusing on what's wrong and affirm everything is in divine and perfect order right now. You have natural healing abilities and this card asks you to have faith that God works through you as an earth healing angel. Hold thoughts of love around any situation that need healing. Visualize the situation as being healed right now, then give thanks for this healing and completely release everything. The powerful effects of your healing work touches many lives. This again is to do with being willing to let go. That's a very healing process. Full moon eclipses, lunar eclipses, can be a very healing process while at the same time revealing what needs to be revealed and casting into shadow what needs to go. Don't resist that process. Accept it as a healing process, okay? And keep looking out for the twinkles of hope. So thanks everyone for liking, sharing and subscribing. It's been a bit of a weird one. If you want a private reading, I've got quite a lot on at the moment, but I'm trying to do a turnaround of around 3 to 4 days for a video, and the information is in the box below. Okay, cheers, bye.